What? This is the recording police. Are you doing it properly, huh? All right, microphones, booth etiquette. What does it all mean? If you're in this industry, guaranteed you're not doing everything right. So I'm here to solve all of your wondrous problems, all of it at once. So here are 5 mistakes that recording artists are guaranteed making when they're in the booth. And you might be making them as well. If you're new here, hello, my name is Ross M. Bentley. I'm a voice actor extraordinaire and the number one hypocrite of all hypocrites, because I have made every single one of these mistakes. And now I'm just telling you what to do. So suck it. YouTube loves lists, so let's get into it. Numero uno, mic munching. What's that? No, we're not cannibals eating your best friend Mike. Oh, bro. Your face is too close to the mic. It's too damn close. You're not pulling in for a kiss with the homies. The distance depends on the type of microphone that you have, so here are the most common ones. Dynamic mic, that's this one. Karate chop and a half, maybe a karate chop distance, okay? No closer than that. Condenser mics. Hang 10, baby, between your mouth and the pop filter.
You just drop in and just smack the lip. Just ride the barrel. And
these are studio grade. Don't get any closer than that. They pick up on literally everything. Lavs. They're meant to be clipped to your shirt, not held up to your mouth like you're a TikTok influencer. Shotguns. Please don't pull a Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain POV.
These are designed to be out of screen, out of shot, not in the framing. A good half an arm to a full arm's length away. Everybody, and I mean everybody, loves the boomy tone when you get close and intimate with a mic. Believe me, I was the public enemy number 1 of mic munching offenders for the longest time. But I promise you, it will sound so much better if you just pull back, adjust your gain and your EQ. Speaking of EQs, that brings us on to numero dos. Please, don't over EQ your voice. You're not a sound tech, keep it simple, stupid. Bass, slightly raised, your low ends. You really want a nice bass timbre to your voice. You don't want it boomy, nobody likes the boomers. Your mids, slightly lowered, it stops that muddiness slightly. You don't really have to mess around with mids, it's where most people's voices sit. Your highs can be slightly raised for presence. If you raise them too much, you'll sound like a slithery little snicky snake. Your T's and S's and syllables will be way too pronounced and it'll make the audio very harsh. Lows up, mids down, highs up. It's called the smiley technique. It is universally smiled upon across most of the industry. If you want to get in-depth into frequencies and really in-depth into EQs, you want to see something like that, comment a skull emoji down below, because that's how dead your audio game is right now. Number 3 is word emphasis. Recording the line in the same way every single time puts people to sleep. That brother gone slumber. No one wants to hear the same monotonous tone every single time. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going through an episode about blah 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 blah. Listen. It is difficult to make a script sound natural, but I promise you, it is really in your best interest to make different takes with different inflections, different tones, different emphasis on different words to make it sound better. In voice acting, we call this the ABC takes. Each one has a very different and unique intention behind it. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. Oh. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is somebody's foot fungus. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. I think I prefer the original, goddammit. Okay. Hey, cut the cameras. Record 3 different takes and just choose the one that's best for you. Number 4 is second guessing your choices and decisions. When you're in the booth as a recording artist, make the bold choices, even if it's the wrong one. Because you know what? You can always record another take. You can always record again. Remember, the client has come to you to solve their problem. You are the problem solver, and you're giving them options and solutions to the recording process. And look, this isn't just for voice actors and recording artists. I genuinely think this applies to all creatives. And the client can literally be anything or anyone. For example, let's look at this YouTube video. It needs someone to solve the problem of recording it and making it. Here I am, I'm making it, I'm trying to solve all of your terrible, terrible booth etiquette mistakes. Don't second guess yourself. Make the bold choice, because if it's wrong, you can always redo it.
Write that down, write that down!
Last point, number 5. Guaranteed you're using the wrong type of mic. Everyone that I know buys a condenser mic because they're told that it's the industry standard and it's what everyone else uses. Yeah, it's true. It's the industry standard and it is what everyone else uses. If you're in a sound-treated space or a booth-like environment, if you don't have a sound-treated space, which is most of you, you specifically, I know you don't have one. Your recordings will have every single background noise known to man. The cat and the fox fighting outside, your PC fans about to take off like a 747, your mother cooking in my kitchen.
What did he say?
I'm sorry for that last one. If you're in an untreated, non-audio space, get yourself a dynamic microphone, some kind of directional microphone at least, and some soundproofing. Yes, it will sound broadcasty. It'll sound like you're on your very own radio show, but it will be infinitely better than hearing every single noise in the background like you are Daredevil. Do your research, get the right mic. For most people with an untreated space, it'll be a dynamic mic. Couple all of these with good mic technique, and you'll have a banging audio recording. Be that for an audition, social media, OnlyFans, a WhatsApp voice memo. You will rock at it, okay? If you want more videos like this, consider subscribing and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation with you there. Until then, keep recording. Bruh. Stop mic munching, please.